Daddy died, and his older brother James came down so hard on the rest of the family that he run away from the farm in Waterloo, Illinois, down into southwestern Missouri, and he lived there for 3 or 4 or 5 years, and he came south to Mena and married a lady there and raised a family, and he fought in the Fat Battle of Pea Ridge and Prairie Grove, and he raised 3 kids by his first wife, and then he married my grandma, my mother's mother.
Yeah.
They were married, he was 60 and she was 40 in 1898. Mama was born in 1901, and my uncle was born in 1903.
Wow. Now, your mother came from up in that country too, up in Mena?
Yes, she was born close to Big Fork, halfway between Norman and Mena. They used to call it Middle Buster, but now they name it Big Fork.
I know where that is.
Because the Butcher Knife Creek and the Big Fork Creek run together there, and they call that the Big Fork.
Yeah.
The Butcher Knife Creek. 1838.
What'd you say about your father when he was 12 years old?
Let's see. When I was born February 28th, 1921, and he died February 28th, 1913. I got it straight now.
So he died when you were 12.
Mama was 12.
Okay, who died when? Who was that died?
My grandpa, my mother's father,
He died in
1913.
in 13 and was born. When did we say? 86, 84?
1838.
1838. See, that's 20 years before Kit Carson died.
Yeah. You know that your mother
Recording
came
this.
with your dad, and that's how she got down in this country.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know where my Ward family come from. I can't go any further back than my great-grandpa Ward.
They came from Tennessee, didn't you say?
Well, they say, Grandpa said that he thought they come from northeastern Alabama or southeastern Tennessee,
I see.
Robert.
but he didn't know which.
In a minute. Now, Lemmy, where did you say this artifact came from?
Well, the best I can tell you, there's a little town named Daisy up
Daisy,
here.
okay.
And 3 miles toward New Hope from Daisy and down on the Little Missouri River. It's about as far as from here
I got you.
to the north end of Murfreesboro down to the river from the Highway 70.
Okay.
And right there is where that chipyard is or was.
So you're saying that's 5 miles on the course of roughly the course of the river down.
It'd be more accurate to go from Daisy 3 miles and look to your left. And when you look to your left, the Little Missouri River will be straight to your left.
Yeah, I know where that is.
Okay, right. If you go straight down, when you're 3 miles from Daisy, you go 100 yards down the river and back in about 50, and there's where that chipyard is.
So it was about 50 yards off the river.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it wasn't on the river.
Well, it was at least 50 yards, maybe 75, because Grandpa's bottom land was right on the river. The river was the edge of his farm, and it was about a half a quarter long. His bottom land was, and that red clay bank that the chipyard was on might have been 2 or 3 acres, and it was up maybe 6 or 8 feet higher than the bottom land,
the river.
and the river normal was about 10 feet below